Today is March 22nd, 2016. We're approaching the midnight hour of craziness. I'm on the telephone with Amon Demogorgon from HELLGOAT, and we're going to talk some about the new record, Infernal Zeal, which was released recently on Pale Horse Recordings and is by far the band's most well-calculated release to date. Now, I know that you've been through quite some music in your career. We talked, you started with Lament Configuration to Legions of Astaroth, and now HELLGOAT. You know, is there anything I missed? Because it's not just say the word, and you know, I'm gonna look that stuff up too.
Those have probably been the three mainstay bands that I've been a part of, but I've also been a part of a doom band called Eyes of Lycia, and I'm currently working on a new band called Surfera that's currently in the works. Also, I've played live with the Salist, Anu, and Set. I'm also a member of Demonic Christ.
Yes, we are so happy that Demonic Christ has gotten the spirit reinvigorated, and Dana is Dana is hard at work channeling her energies to give us something new. It's been so long since Punishment for Ignorance.
Well, yes, we're all very excited about the new album. It's coming along slowly but surely. So such is the way of things.
Well, here, let me ask you, man. What'd you grow up listening to? What your folks listen to, or your friends, and like, you know, who turned you on to harder music?
Growing up, you know, my dad listened to a lot of like country folk music, and my mom listened to a lot of Motown and jazz. Not really a whole lot of that stuck. I owe my musical taste to my older brother Ashton, who, when I was 10 years old, he brought home the coffin-shaped box set from the Misfits, and as soon as I heard that, I was and utterly into hard, heavy, kind of dark music, and it really just progressed from there. We got into Slayer and Black Sabbath, and then Deicide and Cannibal Corpse, eventually on into like Mayhem and the Harrods. And then I met other people that got me like Profanatica and Vaughn and Demon Sea, and started meeting people locally, and it just grew from there.
Yeah, man. Once you reach Profanatica, Vaughn, and Demon Sea, that's when you're getting to the real stuff.
Oh yeah.
So
the more underground, the more disgusting it could be. That's what I was searching for.
Absolutely. I have a couple things I should send your way then. Let me ask you this one. Since, you know, you said about the Misfits box, and you walk through your, stages of evolution into the darker realms, what do you think are, I don't know, a couple albums, 5 albums that you would recommend for everyone out there to say, like, if you're interested in the left-hand path, this is something that you should definitely take an audio journey with?
I would say maybe because my favorites change daily. A standard 5 would probably be like Day Mysterious Bounce Tennis, and the Nightside Cliffs, Under a Funeral Moon, Drawing Down the Moon, and Joining Darkness.
That's very close to my list. Actually, my list of 10 has all 5 of them on it.
Right. I would say that those are pretty essential to, you know, they embody different sounds and styles while conveying a unified message.
Absolutely. They really helped when the USA didn't have we were kind of laughed at when it came to our satanic metal, that Joined in Darkness came out and said, oh yeah, well, listen to what this sounds like. This sounds like more evil than anything that any of you fuckers are doing.
Right, and then the original recording of Empire of the Fallen Angel that followed that was right up there with anything Europe had ever produced.
Absolutely. And they caught slack for that because people were expecting Joined in Darkness Part 2.
People hated that album. I think it's fucking awesome, but people hated that album when it first came out.
There's a song on there, Sepulchral Whispers, Sepulchral Voices.
Yeah.
When I heard that one, I mean, there's no denying it.
Man, for me, it's the last song on the album.
And Ode to Eternal Darkness. Yeah, that was
that song's fucking awesome.
They did a version of that, the demo version of that, I think, ended up on a split with Antaeus. But that re-recording, yeah, with the acoustic guitar opening it, totally. Yeah, that was the song that
I enjoy both versions, but really the redone version is my favorite of the two.
Yeah, totally. But and hey, since we're talking about Demon Sea, and you mentioned that you toured with them, how was that experience with talk a little bit about that tour and how that really helped blow you into the as a force to be reckoned with, connecting with people.
Really, it didn't start there. The results weren't so promising for Legions of Astaroth on that tour. It was an awesome tour, but some of the shows were plagued with a lack of promotion or interest. But I view the whole experience as, a really significant stepping stone and, showing you what to expect when you tour with a black metal band. There's, something going wrong at every corner that you have to react to immediately, and, going out on the road keeps you sharp.
Hell yeah, practice makes perfect, man. You ever?
Absolutely, that was my first experience doing that. I was 19 years old. I had to get a fake ID just so that I could play some of the shows on the tour.
Oh wow!
And just kind of keep a low profile.
Hey,
but it was an intense experience for sure.
I had no idea, man. It's the spirit got to you when you were young. That's good.
Oh yeah. I started out very young doing all of this.
Well, so here, let's talk a little bit about Infernal Zeal.
All right.
It was recorded where now?
I operate my own recording studio that we've done all of that recording at.
Dead Sound, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
What do you got, like a 24-channel board or something?
It's a 16.
16? Okay. Now, what guitar did you play, and what amp did you play, and did you have any pedals in your setup to get your sound?
For Infernal Zeal, we used a Laney Pro Tube 100 and a Sun Beta lead, and I think we only used a pedal through the Sun, which was a Electro-Harmonix pedal muff.
What?
And guitar-wise, we have DC Rich Mockingbird and a DC Rich Ironbird, which have custom pickups that a friend of ours makes. They're called they're Avidesian pickups, and he hand winds them all himself, and we test out and prototype all of those for him, so it helps kind of shape our sound.
For real? What mics did you have on the amps? Were they 57s? Did you do a combo of something, a couple mics?
Depending on which amp, it was either a 57 or an Onyx i5.
Cool. What about the bass? What kind of bass was played?
The bass, I used my Spectre 4-string, and that goes from the Sun Beta lead into the Gallon Kruger amp.
Did you DI that as well, or was that all?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's with DI as well.
How about for the drums? I guess I'm not 100% sure. I guess it's what, kick, snare, hat, 3 toms, a ride, and 2 crashes.
Yeah, and it's China.
Okay. What did you get? Like the kick, snare, the toms, and 2 overheads?
Yeah, it was a very basic drum setup with overheads and then close mics on each of the main drum pieces.
What did you use? Do you remember the mics that you used on the drums?
I think for the kick drum it was a Beta 52, and then 57s all around with I'm forgetting what the overheads are at the moment. Hold on, I can go look real quick.
It's cool. We can edit this part out.
Well, I think this much. Overheads. Surprised I'm drawing a blank on this one.
Well, they were condensers, probably, right?
Yeah, the hypercardioid. Oh, the Sterling SD31.
Do you remember if you used like a space pair or an XY or front back?
I did a XY.
XY.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good bit of control with enough separation.
Right on, right on. No hate on the XY, but personally, I'm a spaced pair. I like that. I like that.
Definitely you get more separation, but it takes more work balancing them.
Yes, phase. I hate phase when it comes to drums, but
yeah, it just sounds bad.
Anyway, so how long of was this recorded over a period of like months as you were inspired, or after you wrote it, did you just like lock in for 2 weeks and record? How long did it take?
Nah, it was all done in like multiple sessions, you know, as was necessary.
And you mixed
pretty much everything was completed with the writing, with the exception of maybe lyrics before recording everything. So we were pretty well prepared. It just took getting into the right mood to get it down.
Set and setting are important when you are trying to achieve catharsis.
Absolutely, and that's why we like doing it ourselves. You know, we can build this into whatever we need it to be for whatever it is that we're doing.
There's also the amazing conditioning of working in the same room over time and learning how to work the sound of the room to create your own unique sound.
Absolutely, we're very familiar with everything that we use, so it's taken us a long time to craft the sound that we were able to get.
Well, I mean, I think it's, way, your leaps above what you were doing with Anointed in Goat's Blood, and I dig it a whole ton. You mixed it. Now, did you master it too, or was it mastered somewhere else?
I did the mastering on that one. We had considered outsourcing that, but kind of budget didn't allow for it this time around.
I see. How about the artwork and the presentation? How about, can you go a little bit into the detail of maybe, you know, the cover and the theme with that, with the Infernal Zeal?
The cover was to be basically, and its theme was to be a modern rendition of the classic theme, Beast of Revelations, Satan manifested in physical form. And so we strove for detail with the 7 heads and the 10 horns crowned, and added a couple of hidden symbols in there as well that we felt really represented, what we were trying to conjure through making this album. And the inner artwork was the lonely monk praying to that manifestation of death, the nemesis, that force that ultimately, no matter who or what you are, ultimately throws you down.
Do you want to give a shout out to the artist's name?
That would be Igricio. Ali Vargas. She's an awesome artist that's done work for Inquisition, Demonic Christ, Manticore, among plenty of books. And she was awesome to work with.
I know, she's actually done art for me. She is a lovely demonic creature.
Yes.
Invoking the Throne is probably one of the coolest images ever fucking made.
Agreed, that was the image I told her that I wanted our cover art to be similar to.
What about this live madness, man? I mean, I see these pictures, like, some people are intimidated by like black metal shows because they see these pictures of like chains and huge upside down crosses and barbed wire and like mutilated animals and blood, and the people looking like they came straight out of hell, which is pretty much the point. But what is expect? I've never seen HELLGOAT. Okay, tell me a little bit. I mean, there was one time you guys were up in Philly. I had to work a double shift. I want to catch you again. You guys are touring a lot. Tell me, and everyone else what they can expect when they show up for the ceremony.
I mean, our goal is extremely simple, which is to bring people into our world, let them have a glimpse into what we have to offer. And we try to make it as intense and visceral experience as possible, where there's blood, there's gore, there are entities straight from hell present while it is going on. And, we ask people to simply open themselves up. Some people will only ever see a heavy metal concert. A few others will take something more from it. It's there if you want it.
You mentioned...
It's something you only truly understand once you've gone through it.
You mentioned opening yourself up, and you mentioned the energy that you're trying to cast with the audience to let them into your world. Can you elaborate a little bit about the the principles of chaos and Gnostic principle and the adversary for people who are unenlightened on this, just, you know, a little bit, just so they could get maybe a more better understanding, because a lot of people think this is just, you know, like a big gimmick, and they don't get that there's actually quite a foundation of, you know, back to the ancients with astrology and time and numbers and space and the movement of the universe. You know, we're trying to tap into this. Now I'm talking about it. You're supposed to be talking about it. Go ahead, man.
No, it's perfectly fine. First and foremost, all three of us, as members of this band, strongly believe in many supernatural forces as well as ancient traditions. And we personally view that music is a gateway to connect and contact with those forces. And it's, you know, like you said, rooted in the chaos theory that vibration existed before matter existed. And so these tones, these frequencies that we use are literally capable of conjuring a foreign entity. And it is our duty as a conduit between us and them to push that force onto our audience, and if they're willing to allow them to take it in.
Awesome. Thank you. That is, I couldn't have said it better myself. You know, I really appreciate what you're doing with HELLGOAT. I think you're one of the premier black metal performers in artists in the country, along with some others that you know, but we're talking about HELLGOAT right now. But yeah, you know, how about this one? I heard somewhere related to you, this is an aside, but something about Sky High Studios.
No, that was just a recording studio that I worked at a long time ago after college.
It sounds like a place. It sounds like a place that, you know, somebody who, you know, wants to shoot for, you know, out of this world would work.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been, but like all things, it comes and goes.
Actually, I was more thinking that when they named the studio, that it kind of made a big drug reference.
That's very possible too, considering what went on there.
All right, now, yeah, let me wrap this up. Where are these motherfuckers gonna go out and eat this shit up? You know, where's the merchandise at? Where's this? You got shirts going? Where's the CD? You know,
most of our merch is only available at our live shows. We do a lot of our printing ourselves, and we're not really ones to mess with online orders. So coming and seeing us live is the best way to get your hands on whatever it is we have at the moment. There are, however, a few things available. The album, Infernal Zeal, is available at Pale Horse Recordings, and our 7-inch is still available from Force Records.
And I'll also throw in there that Graveless Slumber, and there might be a couple other places, are selling MP3 versions of your albums that are out of print now, so people can still support and get
yeah, online. There's you know, there are the usual channels through like Bandcamp and a couple of songs on YouTube. So it's there if you work for it.
Cool. So how about some contact information? Somebody hears you talk. Somebody said, "Hey, this guy's talking some sense. I can relate to him." Where's a good place to go to get a message to you if somebody has something to say?
The most efficient way to get in contact with us is through our official Facebook page,
which is the address.
Just facebook.com HELLGOAT.
Simple enough.
Yep.
All right, Amon, this has been an extremely good pleasure here. I learned a lot of the insights on the album that I was curious about, being an audio engineer myself, and also, you know, I feel closer to you as a brother, knowing that we can finish each other's sentences because we're.
Right.
But I'm wrapping this up. This was HELLGOAT interview for Plastik Musik. 2016 Plastik Musik for a Plastic World.
Thank you very much for the interview. I appreciate your time and your kind words.